Hello, hello, beautiful ladies. Welcome. Welcome to our masterclass. I'm so happy to see you all. Let's just get together, meet each other, and also introduce each other. First of all, of course, this is not just a community of women. This is, first of all, sisterhood, where you can all connect. You can all meet each other. You can become friends. You can become, sisters. You can become potentially business partners. So it's all about connection. It's about unity. And that's what I believe. It's very hard to do everything by yourself. It's very hard to start something by yourself. It's very hard to get out from the comfort zone by yourself. And when you feel lonely, when you feel that you're left over, when you feel that there is no one actually who understands you or who supports you, it's very, very hard. And I have been facing these problems many, many times, and I understand anyone as no one else because since my childhood, I felt like I being a leftover. I was bullied in the school. I didn't believe in myself. I was an ugly duckling. Boys didn't look at me. I didn't have any confidence at all. And I didn't know whom do I want to be. And over this time, now I'm 40 years old, and over these years, I've been seeing so many amazing results on my girlfriends, my students, my colleagues, my partners, and it's amazing. It's amazing because when you support each other, or when you have someone in your life whom you trust and who has been already achieved a lot of things in his life, in her life, who can guide you and show you how did he do this, who can just simply say, listen, you're not alone. You're not alone. I'm here for you. I know how hard is it, but you can do it. And if God forbid something happens, you know my number, you know that I'm here for you. You know how to reach me out, how to send me DM and all this. And I will always come and support you or give you my advice or just physically support you. How amazing is that to have these people in our lives? So I would like to tell you here, I know that so many ladies are here right now in our webinar, but so many also who will listen to it after and watch it after. I want to tell you to everyone who will see this video, who is watching it right now, ladies, I'm here for you. I want you to know that in any life circumstances, if you won't feel the best, or you feel like you lost everything, or you feel completely lonely, you know my email address, you know my community number, you know my Instagram account, so you can definitely text me if something, God forbid, happen, call me, and I will be here for you, and I'll come to support you. The reason why I started this community, and I call it Rosa Club, Rosa because it's my second name, is because many years ago, I remember I received DM in Instagram, and it was a really painful message just to read from a girl, a teenager. She that time was 16 years old, and she texted me in the middle of the night, and I was working, I was doing something, so I wasn't sleeping, so I saw it, and thank God I saw this message. She texted me that she wanted to suicide, because her boyfriend told her that she is ugly, because her parents doesn't understand her, because no one supports her and no one like just sees her or appreciates her. And she said, like, you're the only one person whom I want to say that I want to suicide, and I'm standing in front of the window ready to jump from 17th floor, and no one knows apart from you. So that moment, my heart just stopped. And at the same time, I felt such a big, important responsibility, like when somebody desperately needs your help, and it's so important not to refuse and give, support and give your hand to this person because you know that you are the only one who can help. So we started to speak with her via text messages. Then I gave her my WhatsApp number. We speak, on the call. And we spoke for quite long time. I remember it was like 3 a.m. So we probably spoke till like 4 a.m. So for the whole hour. And she explained me why she was so depressed. And she said, like, you're the only one Instagram account I follow, and I am so inspired by you, and I want to be like you. I'm not confident. I feel like ugly duckling. And you know what? It reflected me so much because I remembered myself. And there was a moment where I also tried to suicide. And I'm not happy to talk about that, but it was a time where I completely was like, I had to hide in a safe house after the last mission, operative mission, where there were so many people killed, like my colleagues, some criminals, and I was super scared. I was alone. I lost my friends, people whom I trust, whom I rely on, and I was so scared and devastated, and I was just hiding myself for quite a long time. And I remember that moment where I was completely alone, and it was so hard for me to move on and be confident and follow my dreams. And that's exactly what I told to this girl. And it's so important to have someone in your life who can actually guide you and just be there for you. So I'm telling you this story, because I want you to understand that I hear you. If you're here, if you like, seeing me right now, if you're watching it after on YouTube as well, you understand that how important is it to unite together, to help each other, to inspire each other. It's all about unity. And in this universe, we all connected to each other. We all reflect each other. Um, we attract who we are. It's all about our energy. And I would like to speak, about this during this webinar, and also give you some mistakes that undermine your confidence, and also what are those spy techniques you can use. And that's actually what helped me to go through that difficult challenges in my life. What really helped me to be here, not to give up, to move on. And there's so many girls, there's so many women come to me, and the first question is, how are you so confident? Like, what does help you? Like, what's your secret? I want to use the same secret. I want to be like you. I want to be strong. I want to be independent. I want to be confident. I want to understand. Because also the thing is, confidence, it's all about our perspective on ourselves. So if you're not confident enough, first of all, you have difficulties, you know, with communication with other people. It could be, family relationship, romantic relationship, business, anywhere. If you're not confident, you cannot stand for yourself. You cannot tell what exactly do you want and what do you think, right? You kind of like, you don't speak out. Also, the problem is that when we are, when we are born, it's little like girls particular, and especially some backgrounds, like religious backgrounds, or especially like in a society which is very kind of like discreet and close. I'm talking about, like small countries, maybe small towns, villages. And growing there as a little girl, we usually copy the behavior of our mothers and grandmothers. And if they are shy, if they don't speak out, if they are scared to speak out, we kind of like copy the same pattern, and we don't, we don't stand for ourselves, we don't stand for our desires, we don't speak out. And that's the difficulties in our life, because then in the future, when you become adult, when you become a woman, we still have this fear to speak out. And especially men, they feel it. They feel our vibrations before they actually decide to approach women, before they decide whether he wants to speak with her or get to know her closer, or he wants to, like, go with her somewhere or like date her or whatever. Before that, men, they scan our vibrations, they scan the behavior, and this is the most important. So it's all about the energy. If your energy is really low, if you kind of, scared to speak out and everything, then of course it will be super difficult for you to meet um, particular right man. Why? Because especially manipulators, they can very easily spot a woman who is not confident, and hence can be a very easy target for him. Whether he can get something out of that. For example, he can, manipulate her and get some money out of her, or he can manipulate her just to waste her time and use her for his benefits, for example, like, free sex, for example, or like free accommodation. How many stories do we know like that? In my YouTube channel, I share about manipulation techniques and about how to prevent manipulation, how to see these red flags, and some of the examples actually of those women whom I know particular, especially from the Netflix documentary. If you do remember, it was like really popular, and I happen to know all these three ladies who were victim of this Simon Levive from the documentary Tinder Swindler. And I took an interview from Cecilia once, and we spoke about it. So they're all lovely girls, beautiful, smart. But how this manipulator, Simon Levive, could literally spot so easily, so quick, that they could be perfect victim for him. Also, it's so important to understand what manipulators can also feel and see in you. So in this case, you can protect yourself. And let me tell you this, if you are confident, if you know your worth, if you know and how to build your boundaries, no manipulator can actually use you, believe me. Because, so for example, I don't know if you ever listened to my podcast, To Die For, which actually got top 6 in the world last year. It's a podcast where it's like an audiobook, and I share my story from the moment I was born in USSR, the country which doesn't exist anymore. And when I turned 18 years old, my father, who was that moment, that time, a very high-ranking officer, he enrolls me, he sent me to a military department. Particular, it was a department combating human and drug trafficking. And before that, of course, you know, before becoming a secret agent, before becoming operative, you of course have to learn, have to study, have to go through a specific education. So when I came to my department, I, of course, like I was, at that time I was nerdy, shy, ugly duckling, teenager, 18 years old, completely unconfident, hating myself. That time I was virgin. I didn't know how to speak with boys and all that. And the first manipulator, of course, it was a setup or whatever, but he spotted that I was so shy and not confident. So he lied to me that it was an alarm in the city and I have to come to the department. Actually, he called to my house, so he spoke with my dad. So my father sent me to the department to do my job. And when I entered the department, this commander, my colleague that time, high, like much higher rank, uh, he raped me. And going back to that moment, I think that, and I feel that he did it because he felt that I couldn't say a proper no. Even though I knew that time already martial art technique, I could simply kill him. I could simply, beat him up or whatever. I froze. That was my that was my condition where I was so scared to speak out or say something or say no. And hence, even though I was virgin and my father was a big name in the city and all that, still he raped me. And over time, I understand that when you are confident enough, you can protect yourself not just from like this sort of man, but everywhere in your life. So now, if I meet a new person, female or male, I only need maybe 3 seconds, quickly scan and read the psychological portrait of this person. And I need another maybe if I'm like not sure or whatever, I need maybe another like 5 minutes to speak with this person and understand what's his real intentions. Like what exactly does he or she wants from me? Okay. And that's what I would like to teach you. I would like to share with you this really effective, I call it spy techniques because they all will build on that program which I studied before based on the KGB program. That time I already was enrolled to FSB department, which is Secret Intelligence Department. But um, these particular psychological techniques, when I learned it, when I adapted, when I practice it, I now realize how powerful they are. And when I share these techniques to my students, to my girlfriends, to my colleagues, to my friends, I can see results and I can tell you right now, it does work. It does work because there's so many examples of those women who went from point B, A to point B, from point where they were not confident, they were scared, they lived in fears, they were um, completely like shy and lost and even in depressed, maybe because due to their negative experience or whatever. And they moved into the beautiful, amazing life where they are right now. And I see I speak with them, I see the Instagram, I'm so proud of them. I will share later some of the example of my students. Um, and I'm just so proud to see the results. Really, like it makes me super happy. And I think like that's my mission. That's why I am doing what I'm doing. And I decided to share these techniques because I went through this myself. I've been through the, hell, like absolute hell circumstances in my life. And still now go through many challenges, and sometimes I'm super exhausted, and sometimes I feel lonely and I just want to give up. And when, especially ladies, don't forget we have our hormone situation where we have our period, when we have our pre-periods, hormone unstable situation. And it's so hard, right? Like, every single day can be so different because of our hormones. And this is absolutely normal. This is our female health. And it's also important to understand how our hormones work. So we have to be kind to ourselves. We need to understand our body, our, mental also condition. If we don't feel good, not to push ourselves into this misery. Okay, this is very important. So when I am in my, let's say, period or my hormone disbalance or whatever, and I feel like, and also I'm tired and I travel a lot for my business and I'm exhausted and I just want to, like, send everyone to F, and I just don't want to do anything or whatever. And have, when I just begin having this thought that everything is not working the way I want to, that moment I remember these techniques and I start to teach to, like, practice and, like, also educate myself to go back to do these techniques, because this really really helps. And it's not just, words. I will give you some techniques today in the end of this webinar. You also will receive a meditation from me, which also helps you to ground yourself. And that's also, yeah, I mean, everybody knows and everybody say that manifestation, affirmation, meditation, it's all the way you program your brain for the success, right? We want to be the best version of ourselves. If you don't want to be best version of ourselves, like, then, you won't be here, right? So you want to live fully, you want to live the best life you can have, right? And for me, for example, another important reminder is that um, every day is a blessing. Every day is an opportunity for you to experience something beautiful. And compared to my past, I've been in some really dangerous situations where I could lose my life. And I'm here and I feel very blessed. And knowing that every single day can be your last day, it actually pushes me to go further and stand up, from my bed, even if I don't feel good or if I don't, I'm tired or whatever. I just push myself to go and do it and make it happen. So, for example, like, I'm also human being. So, I don't know, those ladies who came from my Instagram, you know that for the last 2 months, I've been traveling nonstop. Um, and it's all voice for business. So I just, it's also my job. So um, like, a jet lag is the worst. So I came to Paris for Fashion Week, right? So it's another time zone. So I was struggling with the jet lag. Then straight I went to Frankfurt Book Fair because, by the way, some news for you guys. We are working. So I signed with a big publisher, and we're working on the book, which is coming next year. Um, it will be interesting because, of course, in the webinars I can share that much, but also in the book, it's kind of cool to, open the book and read and see those techniques and also examples of different missions and understand how does it work. So I'm really looking forward to, you know, to share with you the release of the book. So stay tuned. So I went to the book fair, the largest in the world in Frankfurt. Then I was invited to Monaco Charitable Foundation for the gala dinner. I went there with Prince Albert. So I had to go, of course. Then after I had to go to Vatican to give public speaking about a new generation development, and it just was amazing experience because first of all it was in Vatican. Second, there were so many people, the Pope, so many politicians and business people. And then straight after I went to San Francisco to receive an award as a female visionary leader, which was amazing in Silicon Valley, while I was also at the same time sharing to New York Post and Daily Mail and the Sun magazines and many others, and interviews for different podcasters. One of them, they're really like top one in the world. You will see it very soon. I cannot share with you some news right now, but you will see it in a few weeks. I'll make sure you will receive this link and you can watch it. So I shared my perspective on how to prevent manipulation, which especially used by espionage agents. So it became really big. And also, I'm happy to share this, techniques with you here during our live, during our webinar. So it also can help you to see also people who are around you and spot perhaps this manipulation. And then I went to Las Vegas for another conference. And then I had to go to Thailand because I was invited to Elle Fashion Week to walk and to open a runway show the first day of Elle Fashion Week, which was a big privilege for me. It was a big honor. So went there, I did my job. It was a success. And then the next day I felt bad. So I went to the doctor and I had inflammation in my gum due to the previous, I did veneers and there was some infection and it was painful. So it was over here. And I was like, you know what, doctor, it's like something is bothering me. So it's like painful. So the doctor was like, oh, you know what? It's inflammation. You have to do surgery. And I'm like, okay, so I'll come back in like 3 months. I'm busy now. He's like, no, 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 no. You have to go to the operation right now, like literally right now, just go. So I went to the surgery straight after, like the same day. And of course, it's Anastasia, and it's your health. I didn't feel good. And then I came after the surgery, after a few days, I came to Los Angeles and went to this straight away to this big interview. And I just arrived yesterday for this particular webinar because you were planning this webinar for a few weeks. And you know what? This morning I was like, I'm jet lagged, tired, exhausted. And I was like, I am so tired. I cannot wake up. And the thought which actually pushed me to stood up from my bed, go and have breakfast, have a Zoom call with my team to prepare this, webinar technically so we can have our live in different platforms at the same time and also having you here. It's you. It's you. It's my passion to share my life to you, to share my knowledges to you. When it started from that girl, and I don't know if she's here right now. If you're here, please DM or just DM in our chat. Um, Everything started from you, from that girl, 16 years old, like many years ago, when I received this message that she needed my help and because she wanted to suicide herself because she felt lonely. So you are not alone, okay? I understand how hard is it. I went through this myself. You're not alone. I'm here for you. And if wherever you have question or something, please let me know. Reach me out in YouTube comments. Of course I'm busy, blah, blah, blah. We're all busy, but I am telling you, I always, when I am in the middle of something, or my traveling, or I'm waiting for the boarding in the plane, believe me, I check every single comments, every single emails, everything single DM in Instagram. Sometimes I may not respond because like sometimes I just like send like I just reply in stories. I always answer as much as they can to your comments, to your questions. So if you have any questions, let me know. And also here, guys, I want you to also meet each other in this in this webinar. Uh, please leave comments. Please write who are you, where are you from, what is your request, what would you like me to share with you particular, what's your situation. And I want us to be like sisters here. I want to create this, this members club. I mean, Rosa Club has already existed for 3 years, but and we have about like 5,000 members, by the way. So those ladies who are already in this chat, also in Instagram, in our separate community, I just wanted to tell you that I would like you all to be friends because guess what? We can also inspire each other and also motivate each other. So if someone has a problem, you can share in our community. And believe me, there's so many amazing women in our community. You're all amazing. And we all want to grow because we all want to support each other. That's why we are here. So I strongly encourage all of you to stay connected. It's also good for your network. Who knows, maybe you're from the same city. Maybe you have the same mutual interests. And eventually, I would love to meet you all in person. And eventually, I do organize workshops in Los Angeles. So if you're in LA, um, you definitely can participate. For those who are not in Los Angeles, in the future, I'm planning, starting from next year, especially when the book will be out. I'm telling you, I'll come to your city and we'll do some workshops. You know what? I wanted to share with you. When I was a student of this military school, right? The espionage school, uh, we had like a few girls in our class, and that time we had like different subjects, but it was also practice subjects. So you also will have homework. But I want to do with you exactly what my teacher, she was a major of the militaries of this espionage. She was a secret agent. So um, she took us all, like us, like these, students, girls, her students. She took us to the bar, and it was a workshop. So she told us, just watch me, observe, and learn. And she walked into the bar full of men, and we were like, this, I was 18, and like my colleagues that time, they were like also like young girls. And we needed to learn seduction techniques, how to make men to approach you and to be interested in you, how to make them, to like you. So imagine you walk into the bar or like restaurant, public place, and they're like, random guys. And it's all depends how you enter the room, right? As I said, the like 3-5 seconds, men, women too, like people basically scan your presence, your vibe, your energy, your vibration. So imagine one girl, beautiful, stunning girl. My my former colleague entered the room, like that bar, stunning. But because she was so unconfident and she was so shy that time, men didn't even look at her, as an example. And then obviously, like our experienced teacher, when she walked in, every single guy looked at her. And besides, she was much older than this girl, the student. She wasn't that, beautiful or whatever, fresh. That girl was like model looking girl. And our student at the time was a little bit like, she was the time like about 40 years old. She was a little bit like, it's she was beautiful, don't get me wrong, but she wasn't that stunning as this 20 years old student. But men, all of them, they started to approach the teacher rather than the student. And again, this is a great example of having this, the right presentation, the energy, the feminine energy when you walk into the room. So I would love to also show you how does it work, and also having these workshops in your city. By the way, I do invite some of my students to very interesting, very beautiful, very prestigious events like Cannes Film Festival. And I invited some of my students there last year, this year, 3 years ago. I can tell you, I can tell you about the stories and how it was. And believe me, that was their first experience. One girl was so nervous that she almost started to cry in front of the red carpet. But what I would like to offer you, ladies, here is that once you would enter the the Rose Club and become a member, I will choose randomly one or a few of you, we'll see, but definitely one for sure lady who whom I will invite to Cannes Film Festival to attend movie premiere with the red carpet, to walk with all the celebrities and have pictures, photos from and videos from the red carpet of Cannes Film Festival next year, which is happening from 12th May to 23rd May next year. So you have 10 days gap, so you can choose like one of those days, and I can invite you to walk with me the red carpet and have this amazing experience. So let's move on into the next chapter. So I would like you to give yourself an honest answer. Can you please write in chat, and also for those who's watching this live in any other platforms, can you please write a comment? Which of the statements below is about you? So you feel like you've lost faith in yourself. You feel like everything seems fine, yet inside there is a feeling of I'm not in the right place. Do you often compare yourself to others and think you are not good enough? Have you been stuck in toxic or abusive relationships? Let me tell you here. Maybe you don't think it's abusive and toxic relationships, but you definitely not happy in these relationships. And something is wrong, something is missing, but you don't know maybe what exactly is wrong, but you are not happy. So let me know, please. Another one, if you fear repeating past patterns with new men. So you had a negative experience and you are afraid to begin a relationship with a new man, right? Based on your negative past experience. And another one, you you want and you desire love, but you don't want to lose yourself for it. Meaning, you want to have a man in your life, but you don't want to become his shadow, because this also sometimes, happen, unfortunately, for many women who contribute their whole life for men. So the next one, oh, I think we have, okay. So let me just ask my manager if everything is okay. Because I just received a notice. Okay. Okay, so let me continue. I think here is okay, but I just received a notice on my computer that the session is gone or something. So uh, okay, sorry guys. I don't understand what happened, but one of the platforms went out. Okay, so the next I would like the next thing I would like to share with you. As I mentioned before, we will have a confidence meditation in the end of the webinar. Once we will discuss all these things, and also I would like to see and hear what you in the chat, what kind of questions do you have. I also have some questions from you, from some ladies who wrote me in email, who emailed me before. So I will also speak about that. And regarding gifts, so number one, we will have an amazing, powerful meditation. And as I mentioned just before, one of the lady will join me for the Unforgettable Experience Cannes Film Festival. So you can see me here in the Cannes Film Festival during a few years. I do attend Cannes Film Festival for the last 10 years. I work also in the movie industry, so it does explain a lot um, why, you know, why I'm also going to these events, why I attend these events, and it's amazing. And here you can see me being a teenager here. The girl, as I said, that was super scared to say no, um, shy, feeling like, my God, you know what? What I want you to do, I was just, it's also one of the technique I would like to share with you. What I want you to do, especially now with AI, please find photo where you are a teenager, okay? And look at this photo and tell yourself, look at us, where we are, how many things we've achieved, how many things we've done. And this is very important, powerful self-confidence technique. You see, from your time when you were a teenager, when you were a girl, 10, 12, 15, 18 years old, to where you are right now, you definitely already achieved a lot, right? Think about, you studied, you graduated, maybe you're not, but you studied. Every day is an experience, you learn a lot. You've been in different relationships. I'm not talking about just love relationship, romantic, but also business and family relationship. And you learn something out of that, right? And now you are an adult, a woman who desire to be the best version of yourself. That's why you're here right now, right? And who is willing to learn, who is willing to implement herself and do her best to become that, best version of yourself. So, me, for example, right now, looking at myself when I was at this picture, like 12 years old, and in the military uniform when I was 18 years old, right? How do I feel? I feel like, we are doing that. It's hard, yeah. Sometimes it's, very exhausting, or sometimes it's just annoying or whatever, but you're doing it. You're doing it day by day, day by day. And our brain works like this. When you right now, remember how many things you already achieved, your brain automatically think and believe that, okay, we've done that, it did work out. So we did it. I know the pattern. The brain knows how to do it. So next time, when you want to push yourself out of comfort zone and, for example, get to know each other, like in a new environment, meet someone new, or like go for a date, or go for a dating website, or just, I don't know, go for a new job, like, try yourself, experience yourself, do the public speaking, or start a new business, or whatever, and you're scared, and you thinking, what is the confident technique which will help me? This. Take your photo when you were a teenager. And from that moment till now, remember how many things you've done, even negative. It's still good because it's your experience, because you've learned something. It was your life lesson. And feel it, feel it, and tell to your brain, look at us, look at me. I did it. I did it myself. It was me who was pushing myself to this, success. I did it. So bravo to me. Bravo to all my achievements, to all my hard work. I did it. So next time when you need to do something and you are scared and you're shy, remember this moment. Just remember it. So now I give you one more technique, which actually will make this self-confidence technique even more effective. And it does help me all the time. I actually was so nervous a couple days ago because I had to give like a huge interview, as I said, like for the, I've done interviews so many times. I've done interviews for Fox TV, right? It's a big deal. I've did a public speaking in the Vatican, in United Nations. I've done so many interviews for the press, for like many different TV stations and many, many podcasts. But that particular was so important to me because it's, as I said, it's like top one in the world. And I was, despite to the fact that I was exhausted due to my jet lags, I was so nervous. So I did technique on myself, which I will give you right now, and it always helps me, always. So what I want you to do, close your eyes, breathe in and breathe out. Remember yourself when you were 10, 12 years old. And I want you to go back to that memories. And I want you to remember what was your best day when you experienced the best of yourself, when you experienced the best positive emotions. Maybe the boy you like started to speak with you. Maybe you got the best grade in your class. Maybe your mother, your father complimented you and praised you and said to you something really nice and sweet. Maybe you got a present which you really dream of. Maybe you performed at the school theater or sport game and you won or you did very well. I want you to remember this moment. Remember? If you cannot remember from the 10, 12 years old, go further. Try to remember any of these amazing positive moments when you were older, maybe 18, 20. Okay, remember? Now, I would like you to find a word, one or two, whatever you prefer for yourself. That would be your secret word. It's a special secret spy word. It's your anchor, where you will anchor your brain right now for the success, for the self-confidence. And I want you to tell it yourself out loud. If you would like, you can write it in our chat, in our comments. What is your word? It can be anything. It can be I'm the queen. I'm the best. I can be mango. It can be lion, swan, whatever you prefer. One, two, or three, like short um, word, sentence if you want, short sentence. Okay? So tell it to yourself out loud. And now I would like you to find a spot on your body and touch yourself there. So let me show you my special anchor spot. So it's this little finger. So when you tell the anchor word, I tell myself, I can do it. So I say, I can do it. I press my little finger here. Voila, that's it. I feel confident. I feel I can do it. I feel I am the best. I feel I am the power. And please practice it at least 5 times. So better to do it every day, especially when you go out. So let's say you're going to a grocery store, gym, whatever. Do it. Do it for yourself. Just do it for feeling that energy. I just want you to feel this energy. Okay? And you will see how people will react at your presence. You will see how they will look at you. When you go out, especially, you're getting out from the car, a few seconds. It's just a few seconds, but it's so powerful. Because look, imagine this, back to my, military career. And when I learned all that, imagine if I would have doubts. Imagine if we would, like, as a secret agents, we would have doubts. What if I will fail the mission? What if I'm not good enough? What if, like, I'm this and this? I'm scared to go. Of course, you will fail the mission because you have doubts in yourself. That's why we need to be focused on success only, even though right now it's a mess. But you must know that you can do it. You must know. Your brain must know that you can do it. And then brain will find anything to help you out to get out. So for example, when you need to remember something important, you're like, yeah, I need to remember this, I need to remember. And then you're like, come on, come on, come on, you can do it. The brain, voila, and you remember what you needed. Same story. You need your confidence, you need to be the best version of yourself for this particular meeting or for whatever. And you like tell your brain, come on, come on, I believe in you, I can do it. Your brain will help you. That's how our brain works. We need to push our brain. Seriously, it's all about like training our muscles on our body as our brains, all the same. Everything is a muscle. Everything has to be like, toned, like train everything every day, brain muscles, your vaginal muscles, everything, because this is how the life is. You need to be always ready, always on point. If you want to be successful, if you want to have the best, yes, that's the way it works. So let's move on to the next slide. And I want to tell you that my particular rebirth didn't start with courses. It started with secret missions. So as I told you before, I worked as a secret agent in the FSB, so KGB, it's a program, which was the FSB was previously known as KGB. It was dissolved in 1991 after USSR fall. And it was a survival school where I didn't have right to doubt myself. My life depended on my strengths, my confidence, my voice, my body. And the most important, if you're not confident, you become a danger to the whole entire operation, which you obviously cannot allow to happen. So I transformed my agent experience into a system that helps women find their inner power. And that's why I share this with you. And it's just a little bragging about myself. So yes, I did. I was awarded as a Miss Asia in London in 2017 by famous um, former Miss Universe, Sushmita Sen. I spoke in Vatican, as I mentioned, and United Nation about women empowerment. And the most important, I started my club, Rosa Club, and started to help women. And I also got, as you can see on this picture, I actually got like a lot of right now already awards, which is amazing as a women empowerment leader and activist. So I created a system that helps women to restore inner stability, rebuild self-respect, attract people through inner strengths. That's exactly how secret agents used to do. I mean, usually do. And today, I'm here not to tell you movie stories, but to give you a practice that changes lives, especially as I said, it changes life of my students. And as I said before, I wasn't always confident. Of course, I was a ugly duckling, and confidence is not a gift. It's a trained state. As I said to you before, it's all about training yourself. And if you have ever thought something is wrong with you, so this is the masterclass for you, because that's exactly how I thought about myself. So isn't a lecture, it's a roadmap for women who look confident on the outside but feel not enough inside, who are tired of not enough love, not enough dream job, not enough fulfillment, and who don't understand why nothing and no one stays, neither man, no opportunity. So, this is for you if you recognize yourself in any of these situations. You are after a breakup and you cannot put yourself back together and you're still back in your like memories. If you are in relationship but feel lonely and unheard, if you are trying but see no results, and if you have tried therapy courses, marathons, and still end up that it's not where you hope to be. And most of all, this is for you if you want to leave, not just survive. You want to leave. This masterclass isn't about seeking attention. It's about returning to yourself and refusing to settle for less. Here, I want to mention, uh, just like looking at my life. Before, I used to survive. Now, I chose to leave. And you know what? I leave and I really build the life for myself, which I enjoy, which I am so happy to live. Seriously, like I wanted this life. I live this life right now. I'm so happy that I live this life and I want more. And I'm going to that. So it's not about survival. It's not about this mentality where you think like, you know what? It's okay. I can wait. I can be patient. No, it's not okay. You don't want to waste your time on people who are just you know wasting your time basically, who make you to feel like you're not good enough. It doesn't matter who it is, your boyfriend, your partner, your business partner, your friend, your girlfriend, even your parents. Yes, if you don't feel like you are motivated, you're confident, you're happy, and this person like really supports you, what's the point, guys? Come on, this is our one life. We don't want to waste, and this is the most important. What's the most important asset in your life? It's not money, it's your time. I would also add your health, but I'm talking about like these things right now. So it's your time. It's about um, investing your time into things which gives you something, like makes you improve yourself, you grow, and you feel better. So it's all about that. It's not about mm, waiting for what? Life is quite short. You can imagine like we're already in the end of 2025. I'm sitting behind me is the Christmas tree. The Christmas is coming. How do you feel about that? Have you fulfilled all and you achieved all your goals which you wanted to achieve when you wrote it in your notebook in beginning of the January? Did you? With whom will you celebrate this Christmas time? Do you have these people like, your partner whom you love and who loves you, your good friends, family members, or you're planning to stay alone, watch TV, and eat junk food? I'm not saying something is wrong with watching TV. In fact, this is this is actually what I'm planning to do for a couple days when everybody will be on the Christmas break and I finally will get time for myself. And I'm not saying it's something wrong, but I'm saying like if you really want to do it, like I'm just so tired of like nonstop traveling and moving, and I have so many people I speak on a daily basis, not just my students, but also like so many like people I work with. So I feel like, I just want to take like 2 days, go to spa, be with myself and enjoy, watch TV, just give this time for myself. So if it's this situation, then it's great. But if you feel like you are alone and you don't have or you don't want to celebrate Christmas time with particular people whom you don't want to be with, or you don't have anyone to celebrate with, then this course is for you because guess what? You still have time potentially meet this amazing right man for you and celebrate this Christmas together. Maybe he's somewhere there also looking for you, and he's also single, and he's also hoping for the best. And he also works on himself and also tries to do the best because you know what? What I want to share with you, what's important is, and this is important for not just for women, for men too. You see, we want to have the best partner in your life, but do we also work hard to be the best version of ourselves? You know what I'm saying? So, for example, it's just a basic example. For example, a woman says, I had this like woman I spoke with. She said, I'm not talking like this is the right thing, but I'm just bringing as an example. She said that, well, I want my man to support me financially, to buy me this particular car, to buy me these diamonds, to buy me these Birkin bags, to invest into my projects, into my business. I want to live in this particular house, blah, blah, blah. And I asked her, great. Yes, amazing. You know exactly what you want. I would like to ask you, so he brings you this, these things, to you on the table. So he brings this to the table. What do you bring on the table? What's coming from you? And what's the difference between you and someone else? What's the unique point why man should invest into you particular, not to into someone else, like, because it's always like, it's about like exchange and also partnership. And I don't mind when it's sort of like two people discuss and they negotiate sort of what everybody gives each other. It's, partnership. It's also any partnership is a deal. Romantic business, whatever, it's still a deal. So if you negotiate and you kind of like offer to each other what everybody can bring, then this is fair, right? But if you just want to take, and not to bring anything back, so that's a problem. Maybe not now. Maybe she would still like, particularly meet this man, but they will also want something back. So what do they want back? Usually, what man do you want? I will tell you exactly on the course, because it's actually a very long story about like what exactly men want from women and how exactly understand and undefine um, and realize and understand like what exactly can you give or what you cannot, and also how to build your boundaries. So it's also good to know. So why do you need confidence right now? Why? Because it's time. As I said, time does not come back. It's all about time. Time is our asset. You can change your mind, your hairstyle, your country. You can change everything in your life, but you cannot change the loss of your time. If like the time is gone, the time is gone. And this is the most important. Like always remember, time is your value. And even worse, you can lose yourself by staying with people who do not see your worth, as I mentioned before. This is the worst. And every minute spent doubting yourself instead of acting is an investment in someone else's life, not yours. So let me speak about 5 signs you've lost your inner foundation. Number 1, emotional isolation. You can be in relationship, have a family, have friends, and you still feel lonely. This isn't about the number of people around you, it's about losing connection with yourself. This is important to understand. Sign number 2, the state of I want to drop everything. So after a long period of anxiety, apathy often arrives and your hands fall. Nothing feels inspiring. You drain energy even without action. So, sign 3, you can see a bright future. You plan things, but when you imagine the future, it feels dark, heavy, and unclear. So it's a sign you've lost the inner foundation that creates clarity and faith. And sign number 4, total disrupt of the world. So if you have the statements like men always cheat, everyone wants something, no one is sincere. When you think this way, it's about the world. It's not about the world. It's about wounds that have grown into walls. Okay, so we need to fix these statements in your head by reprogramming your brain based on this secret spy program. Sign number five, you lost yourself in order to survive. So you no longer know what you truly want. You've gotten used to adapting. Sometimes you don't even notice how dissolve into someone else. This is the most dangerous state, but it can be changed, ladies. So what happens when you constantly drain yourself? You become a resource woman for everyone except yourself. You become convenient automatically. You support others even when no one supports you. You agree even when it harms you. You hold yourself together even when you're falling apart. And the more convenient you are, the less you are valued. Unfair, but it's true. The state where you become erased. Familiar? So, for example, I don't even know who I am anymore. I'm tired of proving I'm normal. It feels like I don't exist unless I'm convenient. These aren't just phrases, they are markers that your identity is in danger. Ladies, very important. Your energy leaks through people who don't deserve space in your life. A colleague who manipulates you and you stay silent, as I mentioned before, right? So, a partner who betrays you and betitles you as well, and you justify him. A friend who takes everything and you tolerate it. All of these are small leaks of your power, ladies. You don't lose it all at once. You lose it slowly without noticing. So be aware of that. I want you to know that this is important. Even like small actions really damage your self-confidence. And this is where the worst begins. You start believing it. So not only do you allow devaluation, you accept it. You start thinking you really are not enough. And then you settle for love without depth, a job without fulfillment, or good salary, a life without meaning. But the worst part is you stop expecting anything better because deep down you don't believe you deserve it. So, you know what I'm saying? When sometimes you see people who completely give up, and because of this, they just give up and they don't want to do anything anymore. They live like zombies. So, this is exactly the place where strength is born. Okay? Us. Strength doesn't come from books, courses, or advices. Real strength begins with the phrase, I don't want to live like this anymore. I'm done. I want to start to do actions. And you need to do actions. If you already feel this sentence inside of you, that's a big step. That's why you're here. So now let's look at what exactly stops you and devalues you. So let's speak about three core mistakes that erase your confidence. So confidence doesn't disappear instantly, as you know, it fades through behaviors that seem normal. These mistakes aren't obvious at all. So comparison, self-doubt, lack of personal boundaries. And we tell ourselves, well, anyone does this. But this is exactly what creates the inner emptiness. So mistake number one, comparison that kills your uniqueness. For example, when you look at social media or you look at someone and you say, oh, she has a better body. Oh, she's more successful than me. Oh, she gets chosen by men and I don't. The truth is, when you compare yourself, you stop seeing yourself. You can't be confident while living someone else's script. It's impossible. So stop, please compare yourself with someone else. They're all unique. Inside, this feels like the constant, I'm not the way I should be. You can look beautiful, be smart, have experience, and still live with the feeling something about me isn't enough. So the problem isn't you. The problem is believing you must fit in. And you don't need to resemble anyone, you need to be yourself. So, mistake number two, self devaluation, the quiet aggression within you. I'm not ready yet. I still need to prove myself. I won't handle it. So when you're like, oh, I still need time, I'm not good enough, I need to work more, I need to learn more. So this is also wrong because we can never be perfection, and it's completely limitless. So when you have this, phrase, you should think about, well, maybe I am already enough. I am already enough. I can do it now, and start to do small steps to this towards big goals, like start to do action. So each phrase is a blow to your inner dignity and worth. You get used to it. So self-devaluation is when you become your own toxic friend. Unfortunately, it's happened. So imagine a friend comes to you with an idea and you say, no, you're too weak for this. Who do you think you are? Look at others. But this is exactly what you do to yourself every single day. You disvalue yourself. Until you stop being your own inner abuser, you cannot become your own support. So it's important to remember, don't abuse yourself, please. Be kind to yourself. Then, mistake number 3, lack of personal boundaries. So it doesn't always look like obvious harm. It's small things you overlook. You are uncomfortable, but you stay. You don't like it, but you stay silent. You're exhausted, but you agree, so no one gets upset. I can still do it. I can push myself, and so on. So day after day, layer by layer, your self-respect washes away. Okay? So the ability, and this is so important. Oh my God, like I love this thing. The ability to say no is the highest form of self-love. I actually have a great example of this, but it's quite long because I shared this in to die for podcast. So I said no, even though I knew that um I will have like the hell of a life after this no, but I still said no because if I wouldn't say no, I would lose my self-respect completely. And because of that no, that many years ago, now I'm sitting in front of you here. So if I wouldn't say no, I probably wouldn't, or I probably already would be killed. So it's not about pushing people away. It's about standing for your ground. It's about building your boundaries, as I said. And it's not selfishness, it's maturity. Okay. So you don't have to be everywhere you are expected, especially when you are not valued. So simply say no. Real confidence isn't thoughts, it's a feeling in your body. Most courses work only with the mind, but your body is wiser. It knows when someone disregards you, even if you smile. And the task is now to signal your body that you are safe and that you see yourself. So, what you just did is more powerful than it seems. You gave yourself the right to exit. You stopped running after anyone and spent a moment with yourself. You shifted your attention inward, where your strength has always been. And even if you don't believe in it yet, your body already remembers. So please, ladies, remember this because this moment is the beginning of a new story now because you're here. This is the beginning of a new story, of a new chapter in your life, the best chapter in your life. So you didn't just complete a practice, you launched the process of returning to yourself. Now, let's see what changes when you become confident. And I want you to be confident, all of you. So, what changes when you are confident? First of all, you stop chasing, you start attracting. And this is number one. You don't wait for his call, like, oh, I'll wait when he will contact me. No, you choose whether to answer or not. Like, you don't wait for it. You have so many amazing things going on in your life. You're like, you're busy. You don't want wait for everyone's call, okay? So you don't beg for love. You live in love with yourself. This is the most important, where you love yourself truly, not just, oh yeah, I love yourself. No, you truly love yourself. And I want you to tell yourself every day, I love myself. I love myself. I love myself. I'm proud of myself. I love myself. So tell to yourself every single day that you love yourself. This is your homework, okay? Then you please write in messages, so anywhere like email or DM. How do you feel after, okay? So you don't convince anyone. You simply are, and that is enough. You don't defend yourself. You don't make any excuses. You don't try to prove something. You are enough. Somebody doesn't believe it, somebody doesn't whatever, like, or doesn't, you know, follow you or something. Fuck it. Okay, so what? I'm enough. I'm confident. I don't care about like what do they think or whatever, what they want. I don't care. You're confident. That's it. You know what you want. So confidence is when you are not afraid to be yourself, even if it doesn't please everyone, and you don't need to please everyone. So confidence is a state where people fear losing you because you no longer accept crumbs of love, lack of compliments, and life without space for yourself. And suddenly, new types of men, new surroundings, new opportunities appear. And not because you play better, because you stop playing the good girl. Okay? A confident woman cannot be made to doubt herself. So that's why she influences, chooses, and leads. Yes, she's also feels fear, doubt, and pain, which is normal. Okay, we are all human beings. But this woman doesn't drain herself because of them. She moves through them with dignity. And you can know 100 flirting techniques and still be invisible. You can speak correctly but sound insecure. You can look beautiful yet not feel desirable. You can hold high values and still fear not being chosen. So techniques is the form, state is the substance. And this is, of course, and it's very logical. So the truth is, women's coaches rarely say that's the truth. So you can plan every step of a date, but if you have self-doubt, a man will feel it in 3 seconds. Okay, like I told you before, like man feels it. You can learn how to present yourself, but if you don't feel your value, you present yourself for approval, not for choosing. Okay? When I said like you try to prove yourself. And none of the secrets work if a woman doesn't feel her worth. So but when you are confident, everything works, even silence. You posture, you walk, speaks louder than words. Your no sounds like a boundary, it's not like an apology. Your eyes say, I see myself, and you either see me or you don't. So I want you to feel it. That's the magnetism I'm talking about. That's the spy magnetism. This is, um, you can train it, but you can train it so it looks natural. Okay? If you want not to catch a man, but attract a worthy one, start with yourself. Not in the in the sense to of fix yourself, but in the sense of return to yourself. For example, then relationship come from choice, not fear of loss. You stop chasing attention and begin attracting it. Love appears where a woman is not afraid to lose herself first. So if something resonated inside you, right now, this is only the beginning. The masterclass is the starting point, a moment where you saw what stops you, what slows you down, what devalues you, and who you could become if you return to your power. And beyond this point lies the depths. For that, I created for you ladies a course, a master of relationships, based, of course, on the SPY techniques to become a confident and irresistible woman in 6 weeks. It's not a lot, 6 weeks. Besides, we are hitting our Christmas break, so you have time to learn properly without a rush, to understand, to speak with me, to have this actually unique opportunity. Because you know what? I do not actually for quite like some time, I don't really take any new students like one-to-one, very rarely. So yes, uh, we have this unique opportunity to get to know each other, speak with each other, and you can ask me any questions. So learn how to build relationship with men. Number one, relationship with men which also beneficial for you, ladies, where you feel confident, desirable, loving, okay, like and loved. Uh, how to attract, how to inspire your man, how to keep him, how to make him to be loyal to you, and also create this deep love towards you. Okay. So the course program is not about man, it's about you, but it's about man psychology. So this isn't a course that teaches you how to behave on a date. However, we do have some techniques there, how to make the date unforgettable. So he wants to date you more. So it's this course is a transformational system made up of 12 modules. We have 12 modules. So from self-worth to intimacy, from inner strength to healthy relationships, from self-devaluation to respect and empowered choice. And yes, there will be men in this journey, but they will be different men. Okay. So who is it for? You don't feel confident or worthy. You believe you're not good enough for love, constantly comparing yourself to others and fear being not the right one. You go to on a date, but nothing becomes serious. You're smart, you're beautiful, you're interesting woman, yet all ends up with a few chats or I'm not ready or the guy just ghosts you or whatever. So y- another situation, if you just ended relationship and you feel lost and you are drained, hurt, and no longer believe in love, and you're or another situation, if you're in a relationship but no longer feel desired and you understand that something is wrong, but you don't like understand what exactly is wrong. But so this is also course for those women to understand what is wrong and whether you can fix it or you should just oh, the sun is hitting my or you should just move ahead and be with someone who's worthy, who deserves you. So um, in these 6 weeks you will learn, first of all, how to feel confident 100%, how to feel magnetic, how to attract high value men naturally without games, okay, without manipulation games or whatever. So, how to recognize your man within minutes. Like I said to you in the beginning of the webinar, I need few seconds to understand who is who. And this is amazing skill to learn. Another one, how to flirt, intrigue, and influence softly but powerfully. How to feel safe and in control in relationships. How to awaken your sensuality and feminine magnetism. How to inspire devotion and commitment. And how to build relationship where they are cherished and pursued and live in the state the woman, man want, love, and choose. This is important. So here are modules. The first one, the power of confidence. You will have these video classes, which are recorded. And obviously, you have a chat where you can totally ask me any questions. So, module number 2, conscious choice. Module number 3, the art of meeting people. That's the most important. That's exactly how I understand how to communicate with people, how to attract men and women if you need, how to do it in the right way, like secret agent do. Model number 4, first impression, energy, how to captivate someone from the beginning. Yeah. Model number 5, magnetism and mystery. So, how to spark lasting interest without games and manipulation. Model number 6, the psychology of love. How emotional connection and real feelings are formed. This is very important to understand how actually what is love and how does it form and what to do with this love and everything, right? So model number 7, conscious relationship. So how to build a bond where you are respected, valued, and chosen. Model 8, influence without pressure. How to inspire a man to love, support, and care for you naturally. And model number 9, confident communication. How to speak so that you are heard, understood, and appreciated, which is very important. Model number 10, feminine energy and the body. So here we will speak about how to awaken sensuality from a place of confidence and self-love. We'll speak about also some sex techniques, some, you know, how to boost your sexuality and femininity, of course. So model number 11, deepening that connection, how to move the relationship to a serious level without pushing. And module number 12, the art of balance, how to keep love, respect, and passion strong over time, which is really important. So here are plans that suit your needs. You can see it now. So start off relations. So you will get access to 12 modules, which I said, the video classes. You will also have course access duration for 3 months, and you will have group chat for networking. So Master of Relations plan is also you will have 12 modules access and course duration 4 months, group chat for networking, and 2 groups Zoom with me, bonus lesson with guest, which is, by the way, we will have a guest sex therapist and also bonus makeup masterclass with a makeup celebrity makeup artist who will teach you how to do different types of makeup for different occasions and for also different types of skin and face features and so on. So this is really cool. And sex therapist, of course, you can ask a lot of questions, by the way, also in advance, so we can work on that. And also, which is important, ladies, when I studied in Kinsey Institute, and there's so many women facing this problem, according to the statistic, there are 80% of women who don't experience orgasm during an intercourse with their partners. So we will speak with the sex therapist, and I also will give from my perspective some techniques on how to boost sexuality and sensuality in order to experience orgasms and just be fulfilled and feel your feminine energy. Okay. So the last plan, the third plan we have is Master of Relationship. This is VIP. So you will have also the access to 12 modules. The duration is 6 months. Of course, networking group, 2 group calls with me, bonus lesson with sex therapists and makeup artist. And also you will have 2 extra group calls with me, very private chat, and 4 exclusive question and answers text sessions with me. By the way, here I would like to add from myself um, for those get this um, who will get this plan, I can allocate a separate ticket for the red carpet. It could be Cannes Film Festival, it could be maybe red carpet of movie premiere in Los Angeles, or maybe another event in Los Angeles to go with me and actually have with me a personal um, a personal makeover transformation, and also where I can teach you techniques of, one-to-one. So okay, so let's move here. Okay, ladies, so we have our prices here. And I know that sometimes we think that, it's also like, how does it work with myself? So I know sometimes we feel like oh, it's like this much money, I don't have it right now, or I don't have this budget right now for this. But let me give you a special, I think it's, yes, let me give you a special prices. So instead of 317, you can get 219, right? Instead of $447, you will get 399 price. And instead of 787, you can get like 499. Why do we do this? So for those who are active right now, and for those who make decision right now, for those who wants to do it, during 6 hours, we give this special discounts. And this is investments into your future. This is into your life. Investments where will bring you much more money. I will explain you why. Because um, I I was never even thinking that I would become a coach. Okay. And as you know, I had like PTSD and I worked with the therapist for a long time. Different therapists, by the way, but more like psychological therapist. Because I have this, if you remember my story and or if you listen to the podcast today for or like read my press or whatever, I was raped many times. I was sexually harassed for quite many years, and I basically was sort of sex trafficked myself while I was working right on combating sex trafficking, which is yeah, this is the sometimes like the life situation. So I never thought like, I never was taught that you need to have like a coach or therapist who can help you and all this. And I remember once I had this coach, like a therapist, like, more like therapist, but also my mentor, who said to me, I was like, oh, it's like out of my pocket right now. I don't know if I have this money, blah, blah, blah. And he said, you know what? It is for you. You have to pay for, this and this and that. I mean, for your expenses, which are important to pay, of course, but this contribution into your future, this is for you uh, to also not just to change your life, and we can say about all these big things, oh, like it's changing my life and all this. It's actually an exchange. You will not appreciate these techniques. You will not appreciate knowledge which you will get, any knowledge, not from me, from anyone else, if you will not give something back. In our situation, I give you my knowledge, I give you my uh, expertise, I give you my time, and I have invested a lot of money and a lot of time myself to adopt these techniques, to develop this and like make it available for public. So it is an exchange. I give you this and you give something back. It's like in any partnership, like I said before, with man or like in a business, you, for example, you work, you give your time, you give your knowledge, and you get paid. Or like we pay for our colleges, for our universities, in order to make money on our knowledges after. So what I'm saying is, when my coach that time, many years ago, said to me, this is an exchange, and that is how the universe works, I understood this is the right thing. And second, this is investment to yourself. Knowing that you learn these techniques, which are effective, which help so many people, and they are secret from public, that you will never find these techniques in internet or ChatGPT or anywhere else, just by knowing that. ladies, you already will feel that you're achieving something. You are the best. You already feel that you are the winner. You're the winner because you got this course. You get this course, you know how to do it, you know what techniques to do. Besides, as I said, um, let me just move it because it's so sunny and I'm just, besides, as I said, okay, besides, as I said, ladies, the most important is your life, your time. So if you will get this knowledge combined together in one course and you just learn it, you don't need to, search around, ask around, and all this. These techniques were developed by the strongest, the powerful, the most knowledgeable, the most experienced officers, military officers, psychologists of one of the most powerful secret intelligence school in the world. And that's why they're classified, that's why they're secret, but also these techniques transformed and adopted by me for like 20 years of practice, understanding it, realizing it, and like making it happen. Imagine what do you get. So it's amazing. If I would know that before, I would feel much more confident many, many years before. Before like even when I was like me working in the military, if I would know that. But I didn't. And when I learned it, I became the strongest, the best version of myself. I can tell you that I'm so proud of what I have achieved. And I know that maybe like 80% of what I achieved is because of this knowledges. This what I'm giving you right now. And another thing, which is the most important, some of students of mine already bought some classes and they said to me that it's extremely hard to learn by themselves. So that's why actually, because I received um, so many requests like that, I decided that this session, this course would be with me, where we can go together and I can guide you from one model to another. How does it work and how you can use these techniques, how to implement yourself. So that's what I said. It's very, very hard to be by yourself, to be alone, to do everything by yourself, to move further and get out from comfortable zone and try to do your best alone when you don't have any support. I know it's hard. That's why I'm offering my help to you and I'm telling you that I'm here for you. And I will help you as much as I can. I mean, in terms of our online connection, but you also in these chats can help each other. It's a unity, it's a community, it's a sisterhood, it's a circle of women. So please consider that you have only 6 hours to get this special discount. And okay, so Abid spoke about it. This is a special offer. So here is the button. You can click on it. We will also leave this link to every single platform we are doing live right now. So you can totally go and find this link in a bio or whatever, anywhere. So, okay. And let me just see what kind of questions do we have from you. And here are my students. You can see like this beautiful girl. She's actually she wants to become a model. She's very driven, beautiful inside out, as you can see. But she was when we met a couple years ago, she was very shy, you know, kind of she knows she's beautiful, but like she was kind of like lacking of self-esteem and self-doubt. So I invited her to, well, first of all, we worked together. I gave her some techniques, and then I invited her to Cannes Film Festival, where I did the whole beauty transformation for her, and she walked the red carpet. And it was the biggest experience for her. She was super happy. And this girl, it's amazing. I'm actually so proud of her because I know her for 3 years. The first year we worked with her. You know what? If you are in YouTube, you can simply go and let me just, I think like it's kind of like it's so much sun here. So sun. So you can totally go in YouTube. I think it's better, yeah. You can go to YouTube channel and there is a video which I recorded with the whole Cannes Film Festival experience. Um, so we worked together for a year. She was in a very abusive relationship, and she actually didn't even understand that the guy was using her. The guy was like actually using her for money. And after, having sessions with me and everything, after like working on that, she, good for her, broke up with him, established her self-esteem, and as a big reward, as a big self-boost system, I invited her to Constant Festival. So you can see in this YouTube link, how did I meet her first time in Cannes. I brought my glam team, stylist, they brought a dress, did the makeup, hair. It was beautiful. So they did all this beautiful transformation with her, and she walked the red carpet with me. It was a movie opening ceremony at the movie of Johnny Depp, Jean de Barry movie. So she walked the red carpet. She was super happy, and it has changed her life. It has changed her life. She became the best version of herself. After this red carpet, after our meeting, she won a beauty pageant. She started to do modeling. She started to do public speaking. So I'm very, very, very proud of her. So this is a great example for you guys. So this is what I usually hear from women, that they are afraid that they may not succeed. And you don't need to already be special to learn. This course is created exactly for those women who have never done anything like this before. And everything is step by step with examples and support, because every woman succeeds, especially if she already knows how to feel, love, and desires change. And sometimes women say, like, I'm afraid of, I won't, um, so I won't succeed, and now it's not the right time. I'll do it later. Oh, this is a mistake a little bit, but it's okay. You understand. So the right time does never arrive. Okay. So while you wait, your pattern repeat itself. So this course requires 5 hours a day. Well, I would say like even less. You just basically need to listen the video class, get with me to the Zoom calls once a week, ask questions, I'll guide you, and that's it. And you'll do your homework. Homework is very fun, though. It's very fun. So, what if this is manipulation or unethical discourse? So, it's not about manipulation, because manipulation it's direct persuasion, right? It's about understanding the male psychology and your own nature. And this course will teach you how to be a woman who inspires and not suppresses. Playfulness isn't something bad. Flirting isn't something bad. It's the energy of ease, attraction, freedom, and confidence. And in this energy, a man opens up and wants to be close to you and be with you. Or another fear women have, I already have a man and I'm married and I don't need this. Well, if you are already in relationship, then it's especially important to keep alive and growing and loving relationship and loyal, right? So this course helps bring back spark, passion, and interest. Actually, we have a model for women how to prevent um, infidelity, how to prevent like love triangle, and what to do if it happens, and how to behave, and what are those techniques to make men to stay loyal to you. So it's good for everyone. By the way, I want to say that in my life, um, no man rejected me as no man cheated on me. I'm just saying. Just saying, guys. And every man I walked away from, every man always non-stop, even now, unless I block them, because like whatever, not like block them, but unless like I, put on WhatsApp like the so I don't see they messages. So all men always come back, always. Because guess what? I live with these techniques, I use it all the time, and it's just, it's like my DNA right now. It's just automatically. So another thing is I feel embarrassed learning things like this. So women's power doesn't come from modesty, it comes from being herself. So shame is something we were taught to feel, so we wouldn't understand our own body and energy. So you are here in a safe space. So no judgment, no critics, only growth, support from each other, and the real you. And if I will see in the chat that somebody is mocking someone or somebody is bullying someone, believe me, these people will be deleted from the club. So don't worry about that. I am here to support you, okay? So, are you ready for the exclusive meditation? So I'll give you right now. And in the end, I just wanted to tell you that you don't have to settle for less, and you never will again. If you're ready to live with this version of yourself every day, I'm waiting for you in this program, because a woman who chooses herself is always the beginning of a great story. Okay? Oh, you completely cannot see me right now. Sorry. So the sun is shining. By the way, sun is, I love sun. It's really good for your um, to heal your energy. So, okay, let's have I'm just checking if we have any um, comments, any questions from my team. Okay, so actually my team is helping me here to do all this live and everything. They're amazing. I wouldn't be able to do all this what I'm doing without my team. So I will ask him if we have any questions, because I was in the chat. Okay, so let me give you a meditation. So you ready? And we'll go through some questions after the meditation, I guess, right? So if you still like would have some questions or whatever, just let me know. But what I would like to do, let's put a nice music on. Actually, you know what? You also in my YouTube can go and see. We have a special playlist, and you can see there are 4, I think, meditations. So you can totally try to do these meditations and practice it for your self-confidence. So I don't know if you can hear it. Something very glassy. So I would like you to close your eyes and, of course, make yourself comfortable, feel good, and I would like you breathe in with me and breathe out, and again breathe in, breathe out, and hold that breath, another one, for just a moment, and then exhale slowly through your mouth. And keep breathing. With each breath, allow yourself to become more present in this moment. I want you to feel your body. I want you to feel the support of the floor if you're sitting on the floor, or on the chair if you're sitting on a chair. I want you to feel how this surface supports your body. Feel it. You're not alone. As you breathe, I would like you to visualize roots extending from your body deep into the earth. Feel the solid ground beneath you, anchoring you. And I would like to imagine this connection as a source of stability and strength, reminding you that you are supported. You're supported by this and also by my voice guiding you right now. Now, I would like to bring your attention to a warm, glowing light surrounding you. This light embodies confidence, clarity, and self-worth. With each inhalation, I would like you to draw this light into your body. Feel it, feeling every part of your body, your heart, your mind, your spirit. As you breathe, silently or aloud, repeat the following affirmations. I am worthy of love and respect. I trust in my abilities and my decisions. I am enough just as I am. I embrace my unique path and strengths. Feel the truth of these statements resonate within you. Let any doubts or fears melt away, replaced by a growing sense of assurance. As you continue to breathe deeply, remind yourself that this confidence, your self confidence, is always with you. It is part of your essence, waiting to be called upon in any. Visualize yourself in the future scenarios where you may need this confidence, whether you are at work or relationships or personal challenges. See yourself handling these situations with grace and assurance. See yourself, visualize yourself, visualize that everything you do is working out and you're the best version of yourself, and everything is easy and everything is very pleasant. And breathe in, breathe out, Find the spot on your body, put the anchor of this situation, and tell yourself that you are the best. Say it, I'm the best. I can do it. And when you're ready, slowly bring your awareness back to the present. Wiggle your fingers and toes and take a moment to appreciate the calm and clarity you've calculated. And as you open your eyes, carry this sense of confidence with you throughout the day. And remember, you have the strengths within you to face any challenges. Thank you for joining this meditation. And always remember that you are worthy, beautiful, and capable to do anything. And thank you so much for your time, for being here. I'm looking forward to seeing you at this course, Master of Relations, Master of the Art of Seduction, Master of Communication, where you will learn all these amazing techniques based on the SPY school, which I learned many years ago, and I'm happy to share with you. So, looking forward to seeing you. Stay blessed, stay beautiful inside and out. And thank you for having me and giving you this information today. Thank you.